Hi, this is Claas. I am here with Stacy Pollard, the Regional Director for the West for Family Promise and the head of our Government Relations Committee, and we're going to be talking about the Homeless Children and Youth Act. And I think the best place to start is, what is the HCYA?
All right, the Homeless Children and Youth Act is bipartisan, bicameral legislation that was proposed in March of 2017. There are currently two different definitions of homelessness by the federal government. One that's provided by HUD and a more expansive version provided by the Department of Education, more commonly referred to as the McKinney-Vento definition. Currently, all children and families that experience homelessness under the McKinney-Vento definition do not qualify for services or for homeless assistance grants under HUD's funding. And so what this would do is it would expand eligibility so that those families can be assessed for potential assistance in their time of crisis.
And I mean, why does it matter? Why do we need to have additional legislation on family homelessness, on youth homelessness?
Well, I think that HUD's definition is inadequate. Right now, according to HUD's definition, we have around 500,000 people experiencing homelessness each year. By the Department of Education, that goes up to 2.5 million children in the United States each year experiencing homelessness. That's a lot of children that are not even eligible to be assessed for services, that may need help, that may be desperate, that may be vulnerable, but they're not getting the help or not even being given the chance for help that they need.
And why? How does Family Promise feel about it? I mean, how do our affiliate leaders, how do people in the field feel about this legislation?
Family Promise, as a national organization, has endorsed this piece of legislation, and affiliates across the nation have endorsed it. This has been an incredibly important piece for family and youth providers. These are the people that are working on the ground in their local communities and seeing these families in crisis that they can't serve because eligibility is restricted the way it is right now. So this would be huge for all of those providers, as well as all those families and children.
And, Stacy, Family Promise has worked on this for a number of years. You've taken the lead on it. You've been incredible in some of the work that you've done to kind of push this forward. We've had a lot of success. We had one of our graduates speak before Congress about it, and that was an incredibly effective presentation. And thank you very much for coordinating that. Why are you so passionate about this legislation?
I believe in my heart that this is good policy. I believe that communities need to have flexibility. You can't do a one-size-fits-all solution for family homelessness or for any type of homelessness. Someone told me last week that homelessness is a national issue, but it's a local problem, and it needs to be addressed at a local level. Communities have to have the ability to put the dollars, put the resources where they see the need is greatest in their community. So. Like I said, I believe in my heart that this is the right thing to do, and that this will be beneficial for children and their families experiencing homelessness.
Yeah, and I agree. And I mean, it's amazing. There's children all throughout this country that are homeless at one point, not technically homeless by HUD definition, a couple months later, and then will be homeless again. And it makes no sense not to have a definition that covers them, whatever their condition is, if they're experiencing housing instability.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Stacy, so much for your great work with this, and we're looking forward to this getting to the floor and passing.